Death Seal and Spirit. Challenge is just to take the shards. The more time Method has to get to that point as well, and then I mean they still have really good players, man. Like despite what you guys may think, they have some literal world class former world first players. Like Robin's there, Jimmy's there, Zalia's there. Like they're not like a shit roster or anything. These are decorated vets, a lot of them, in the WoW space. That being said, you know, if they continue to just have these like sub 5% wipes and Method slowly catches up, it's not like it's a mandatory that every guild that gets to sub 5% wipes needs to wipe for a day. There's not some like, you know what I mean, predetermined amount of like, okay, now that you've wiped sub 5% 30 times, you're allowed to kill the boss. They could just fucking have a god pull and kill the goddamn boss, like, you know. If the stars don't align for, like, the stars may align for Method for world second. I mean, maybe, probably not world first, but, like, who knows, right? It might align for them and not for whoever still has to kill second. It's not impossible. It's the closest they've been to that position in probably ever since the Echo Method, like, Fallout stuff, if I'm to say. Andy, yep, Andy was with Echo. You got a world first with Echo, right? With against Forak. Yeah. And if anything, even if they end up getting world third now, it starts to set a precedence of them being like an actual serious competitor for at least world second in future tiers. You might not like it, right? Because of the history and drama surrounding Method if you're an older part of the WoW community. There's a lot of people that don't like Method, but there's a lot that either got over it and don't give a fuck. Or never gave a fuck, or are just new enough to the community that they didn't know about all that stuff. That's it. Oh, good rubber banding. Yeah. Don't like that. Nobody likes rubber banding in hardcore mode video games. Hardcore mode online video games. To be honest, I got over it. I don't mind if Method wins. Yeah, a lot of people didn't, though, right? A lot of people wanted to see the fail of Method constantly.
It eludes me.
But obviously, there's still enough people that like and support them that they're still here. They have enough money because of Method brand for so long that they're fine. Like I said, honestly, I think I've always known, or at least thought, Method is frankly the most stably financial guild of the three. I know you're immediately going to rebuttal with like, well, Team Liquid. But the thing is, Team Liquid is an organization that signed a WoW group on for raiding. And did so for what it's worth from a friend of mine, Mike, who no longer works at Team Liquid. He was on the board. And he used to be the raid leader of Vodka back in the days of Classic and BC and stuff like that. BC, Wrath, anyways, way back when. And because of his passion for WoW, they decided to take a chance and sign the raid team, which has worked out well for them now. But what I mean to say is, Liquid organization as an esports organization does not revolve around their raid team. And they can drop them just like they dropped their PvP team earlier this year with Sea-Doo and whatever, right? They cut ties with them, that's it, no more. Eventually, if they're not bringing in the money, which is all the board members really care about, who aren't passionate about WoW specifically, and that one guy that was passionate about WoW is now gone, then at some point they're going to cut them loose. But Method's not like that, right? Method has the Method developed with WoW. Method has WoW in its core. SCO is Method is WoW, right? Like, there's no Method as a bigger org dropping their World of Warcraft raid team because it's not making them money. That is their money. That is their thing. And they will see it through, right? So So while Liquid might have the most money to throw around, which they do of the three, for sure, Method's the most stable. Like, if Liquid starts to chain lose, especially getting world third, like, let's say the worst case scenario, Liquid starts to get world third consistently. They can't even start to compete with Method and Echo very much anymore. My prediction, whether right or wrong, is that eventually Liquid just drops the raid team. Because it's just not worth it financially. Whereas Method is constantly getting world third, right? They're constantly playing catch up, and all they've done is just sign more and better players and grow their roster and blah, blah, blah. Tier after tier after tier. They're investing in it rather than, you know, getting away from it if it's not going to work out. Nah, I'm saying, motherfuckers. They get yours. What level was that? That was level 3. Area of attack of stomp attacks. Exalted jewelry. Is Liquid even an esports company? Or are they like a clothing or entertainment company? I mean, well, a lot of esports groups have their own like merch apparel and stuff, but no, they are, I mean, they have a league team, right? Don't they have a CSGO team as well? They have a few different esports teams. What are they doing here? Destroy the Mandela Spire. They're primarily esports, just not MMO, right? Yeah.
Worthless. That is too much.
That is too much. Oh, we said we were gonna add purples to the list of. Yeah, I gotta look at that loot filter in a sec after this. Oh, this is the tower map. I was like, why is it so far away? Oh, I know. We're just around the corner in a second. Take a shot. That's later. That's later, brothers. Collect those items I left. I just wanted to take advantage of the Reaper form. Nuking. Cool. Cool.
Worthless anyway.
Quite. Alright, we're gonna D this. Anything else to D? This. Summon skeleton. Do you get shards for locked affixes? You do. I know that. Bueno. Shard that. Fizz, endurance. Meow, 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 meow. Woof. Woof, 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 meow, meow. Look, was one TI before, yeah. Does anyone know there's a way for me to heal my minions besides just resummoning them as Necro? I think there's a ton of... I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but there's going to be a ton of items that do it. There's going to be things you can spec into. Like, for instance, if you go to... Just as an example, if you go to Reaper form, there's a... There's a node in here that you can hit your own minions with Reap. Yeah, here we go. Hitting a minion with Reap heals them for the same that Reap would heal you if an enemy was hit. So there's a lot of abilities have, like, healing your minion options and things like that. There's a lot of items with healing minions, etc. So, yeah. Blind on a hit. There's pets in game picked up Golden Ruins. It's only a matter of time before they launch a mini pet like in Diablo that goes around and does it for you.
Yes.
Leave it to Khonshu. %53% critical strike avoidance. That do be a lot, yo. Let runes be auto picked up. Well, so runes they met the player base halfway on runes. So runes used to be you pick them up and they go in your bags, and then you have to press this transfer button to add them to your forge. And now you don't have to press the transfer button anymore, but you still pick them up. But at least when you pick them up, it AoE picks all of them up in the area rather than, you know, individual. But I agree at this point, it's just like you have so much other stuff to click. Runes would be nice to auto pick up too. Just messaging my mom. Here you go, something to make your day better since you're bald and you need it. Yes, very nice, Ernie. That is cute, actually. And that's making me hungry for lunch. Which it almost is time for. Wait, what was that? Buy that back. Okay, D that too. God, all these fucking UIs. Where's their battle right now? Oh, there it is. What are they at? 50%? Legendary potential potion yield. You have no health leech. You have no health regen. More physical damage while at full health. Potion health converted to ward. Interesting. This is like pure for a pure ward build. You just get Giga Ward and then sit at like no HP. And then your ward does your work, and then you do 28% increased damage. Fizz damn. That is so interesting, bestie. Just so interesting, chat. Sorry, a little distracted. They're Demencius player, man. Might be it. Could be the one. Desire. Believe. When I say.
Take care.
Yours is pretty gay. The rest of your rings from last night. What were they tossed in? 27, 26. Oh no, they had 2 deaths. They have a res though. It's over. Just had like 5 deaths. Rip. Nice one, yols. There goes any chance they had. I wanted to do something. Oh right, yeah. Loot filter. Nashville hot sauce. Hot sauce is good. I like that. I've been getting the Nashville like hot chicken, whatever, on the pizzas. It's nice. I think I still prefer Buffalo hot sauce over Nashville hot. Something about the tanginess, I guess. I don't even know how to describe Buffalo. It's just, I like Buffalo. Buffalo hot sauce would be good, yo. Okay, so we're gonna hide all of these item types that we're consistently hiding, and we're gonna add it to Exalted as well, I think, because like purple gear, because yeah, I don't need like, it's nice to see purple gear, but I'm not gonna use like a 2-handed purple mace at all, so it's just clutter we don't need. Yeah. Where am I watching? What? The Racer World first, I just have Echo stream open on the side. I was every Racer World first. After I stopped competing and stuff, but I usually like, because I stream so much, right? Chances are the Racer World first is ending and the winter and stuff is happening while I'm streaming. So usually when it's looking like that, I keep it open on the side. Looks like today might be the final day. I don't think Echo wants to go to bed at this point. Probably about 3 hours of good pulls left in them. Because they can kill it for sure today. And if they don't, there's a good chance they could well. I want to hear the nerd screams. I mean, I haven't muted her right now. The thing is, I've heard the ultimate nerd screams, and the nerd scream of any world first can ever match to Hippo's nerd screams from Sylvanas kill in SOD. Those are iconic. Absolutely ridiculous. If you haven't heard them, you should go listen to them. It is the most unhinged shit you've ever heard in your life. I have to watch that. It must be on YouTube. It became like a community meme. Like, it was insane. So it's nice hearing people like cheer and nerd scream, but like that is just, that transcended nerd screams, dude. It's not midwinter? No. This is in Days of PPG. I was with, oh, that's one. Oh, fucking second. Oh, it was the scary guy. I realized what fucking champion that was. The stunny dude takes less damage from distant enemies, so he's not dying right now. Fuck that guy, man. I'm here, I can find it. Oh, you're watching it? I'm just gonna play it out. I want to hear it again, dude. So as you can see, no nerd scream will ever compare to that. Holy shit. I was like orgasming before. Please. Just fucking tears in my eyes. Holy fuck hell. Oh. The shit is so fake. Of course it's fake, dude, but it was still fucking hilarious. Hippo was... The thing is, Hippo was... honestly, I don't think it was... He was excited, because I heard him nerd scream... We've heard him nerd scream before. He used to be in BDG, and then he got kicked from the guild. Because, well, yes. There was just a lot of drama with him. But he was always, in general, very over the top. Very eccentric, so... Not surprising to hear that from him. The implicit are good, and lock's good, everything else is shit. Bone Curse also inflicts penance. Ward per second for each curse affecting you. Fire damage. What is penance? We'll use Bone Curse. A curse that lasts 15 seconds which causes affected targets to take 20 spell fire damage when they hit another target, but does not stack. Weird.
Take care.
He was full on edgy. Oh man, El Clásico, yo. I think he, like, BDG got 4th that tier. Like, Pieces just barely beat us, and then we beat Method for 4th, barely as well. That was back when it was like people were more interested in World 3rd than World 1st, because World 1st was just constantly claimed by, I guess, Echo at the time, and like Limit at the time wasn't really like competing that much with them yet, or as much. But the World 3rd race was always really tight for a while between BDG, Pieces, and Method. So Hippo used to be in BDG, and I think that was, I can't remember for sure. I think that was the first tier he wasn't, because he got kicked from the guild, and he went to Pieces. So I think part of the reason he was so like insane about it is because Pieces beats BDG, right? So it was like sweet justice for him getting kicked, but then joining the guild that beat the other guild kind of thing. So it was There's like a little bit of personal stuff in that frame. Cinder Strike. Would you go to Echo if they needed a tank? I was supposed to go to Echo before I retired. It was either me or Andy, and I met with Mears and I met with Roger. And I told them, like, I don't know how much time I have left. I think some people, apparently, I was linked to Scripe video where, like, Scarpa said they were going to take me, and then, like, some people told Scripe not to take me because they didn't think I was very good. So that probably influenced their decision, too. Except like I think like a 1 or 2 internal to the guild that used to be in BDG or something. But either way, I told them anyways to take Andy in the end because like I was like, listen, man, I don't know how many tiers I have left in me because I was kind of like less interested in WoW, and Andy was like hungry for it, which unfortunately didn't last long there either. But I was once BDG was kind of like it was either retire or go to Echo, and then I ended up retiring. I am bald, that is true. I mean, that happens all the time, or at least, well, no, it still does, I'm sure. All the time in the WoW community. I mean, so many years in, like, my time as an officer in different guild, we'd take, like, a player, or especially if it was, like, a higher profile player, like a streamer, and, like, immediately, like, people would be like, oh, don't take them, they're not very good, or there's always drama surrounding them, and, like, 98% of the time, it was just, like, that person just was a hater. And the person, like, if we ended up recruiting them, they actually turned out to be, like, really good or, like, positive for the guild. I mean, there's some cases where that wasn't the case, of course. But, like, there's always somebody that had something to say about, like, every player in the top end. Oh, no, I played with them. I did a dungeon with them. They were terrible. They were mean. Oh, I played with them in a guild, like, 2 years ago. They were really bad, stuff like that. And then it just, like, never ends up, like, really being the case. So, like, you always took that kind of stuff with a hint of salt whenever you heard it. Now, if, like, you know, fucking 40 people came forward and they're like, oh, man, this is the worst player I've ever played with and stuff, then you're kind of like, yeah, I don't know. You'll have a talk with that person again kind of thing, usually. I was one of the few players that I was genuinely nice. Nah, everyone hated okay, sorry. That was extreme. There was always... Nobody was free of hate. Absolutely, 100%. No matter how nice you were, there's always somebody that just didn't like you. Whether you slighted them in some way, whether they just didn't really have a reason, just, I don't know, saw your face and didn't like you. Happens all the time, man. That's the internet. Doesn't matter how nice you were to people. Sounds like college, yep. Yep.
Squire.
Happened all the time.
I'm ready, sir.
Chappelli, man, thank you for gifting the sub. Enjoy the cloak. Catch up on chat in a second. Just deal with this. God, I fucking hate these enemies. Chicks that just run away from me constantly. Stay in my spirits, bitch. Is that it? We're good? Alright, cool. Sounds like everybody got any job you work. Oh, yeah, 100%, dude. 100%. Honestly, man, I'm not innocent of it either. There's some people I, to this date, really don't like in the WoW community. That probably I dislike more than they deserve because they like nothing really bad happened. It's just, I don't know, we're human beings. What can I say? We're human beings, dude. Like, it is what it is. Who named them? It's true. I hate them. I'd love to dub that scream in a Viking movie. You didn't compliment their transmog, they took it personally. Fuck transmog, dude. Actually, I was like, I liked having transmog in like my main tune, but I didn't do it on every tune. I didn't care too much about. The thing with transmog is I basically had the MOP sets, Challenge build set on my paladin, and that's like all I ever wore. I'm actually gonna de that. And that. Nah. Time's at RL chat. It's 3 o'clock.
Take care.
Lunch and feed the cat soon. Actually, give us her name, brother. There's literally no reason to start drama. No reason to start drama.
Yes.
They'll get theirs eventually, I'm sure.
care.
Karma and all that, you know. Karma Carmelian. Too old for drama now, dude. Let's go here. Let's go. Oh, we get. Wait, what am I doing? We're level 71. We need to complete this second. Move on to the next one. Should have done this a while ago. Did not realize. Boop, 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 boop. They're gonna play music from our music playlist
Impossible.
instead of in-game. Do it after this. Get some Terraria music and shit in there, partner. And I must say, in all my many years playing WoW in both regions, EU toxicity substantially greater than NA toxicity. At least in the hardcore scene. Like, holy fuck, dude. It is not. Special note, though. Special honorable mention to oceanic toxicity. Oceanic's pretty bad, too. Believe it or not, at least in my time, NA toxicity was the least in the hardcore scene. Might be surprised to hear that, but it's the truth. There's like a different kind of toxicity in NA. It was more like timid toxicity. You wouldn't have like raging and like calling each other retards and telling you to kill yourself to your face. It was more like a behind the scenes toxicity. Like people would talk behind your back. Never like yell in raid during like in comms during raid and stuff. In EU, zero unhinged filters at all times. Didn't matter, dude. Everybody was Rignaros basically in EU. Some of the shit I heard, dude. Some of the shit that was said in like comms during, because that's, you know, when the race wasn't streamed still, and like Nighthold and stuff. Holy moly, dude! Some of the shit that was said, dude. Completely pretty unacceptable by standards back then. By today's standards, holy shit, that shit would make rounds on Twitter. Just waiting for a Reaper. Okay. Let's see what the guy's doing. I don't like that. Boop, 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 boom. Oh no. Oh, I'm actually like, oh no, it's split. Fuck. I mean, good, but like, oh, this is. Brother. We get all of them? Okay. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of stuff on the screen.